Malik Johnson jolted awake before dawn. Something felt off. His 6-year-old son, Liam, usually climbed into bed with him around this time, cuddling under his arm. But today, it wasn't Liam lying next to him. It was a woman. A woman wearing his shirt. And not just any woman. Evelyn Hart, the same cold, intimidating CEO who had fired him 2 months earlier. Malik's breath caught in his throat. Before he could speak, Evelyn turned her head slowly, her eyes soft in a way he had never seen. "Malik," she whispered, voice cracking. "I remember you now. And I need your forgiveness." His world froze. Malik was a single dad working 2 jobs, delivery driver by night, warehouse worker by day. After his wife passed away in a car accident 3 years ago, his entire life revolved around raising Liam. Money was tight. Sleep was rare. But Malik kept going because fathers don't get to quit. The only job that paid enough to keep food on the table had been at Hart Industries, Evelyn Hart's billion-dollar logistics empire. Malik tried his best to keep his head down, work hard, and not make mistakes. But one day, when he left early to pick up his sick son from school, he returned to work the next morning to find an immediate termination letter. Signed by Evelyn herself. No explanation. No mercy. From that day, he promised himself he would never think about her again. 2 months later, on a stormy Friday evening, Malik was driving home from a late delivery shift. The rain was so heavy he could barely see the road. That's when he spotted a car half sunken in the ditch, hazard lights barely blinking. He stopped. He couldn't just drive past someone in danger, not after what he'd been through. When he approached the car, he froze. It was Evelyn Hart. Unconscious. Bleeding from her forehead. Shivering in the cold rain. Malik pulled her from the car, wrapped her in his jacket, and rushed her home. His place was only 5 minutes away. He laid her on his couch, cleaned her wound, and waited for her to wake up. But exhaustion took him first. Which brought him to this moment. Evelyn Hart. In his bed. Wearing his shirt. And looking nothing like the woman who had fired him without pity. "Why are you here?" Malik finally managed. Evelyn swallowed hard, eyes shimmering. "Because you saved my life, and because I need to tell you the truth." Malik crossed his arms, muscles tense. "What truth?" She hesitated, and for a moment, Malik saw fear behind the power and perfection she always projected. "I didn't fire you," she whispered. "I was forced to." Evelyn explained everything slowly, her voice trembling. Her board members had wanted to cut costs. They targeted employees with the lowest seniority, Malik among them. She fought the decision but lost the vote. "I signed that paper because they threatened to strip me of authority," she continued. "And I knew if I didn't play along, they would start targeting single parents next." Malik clenched his jaw. The anger was real, but so was the confusion. "So you sacrificed me to save your position?" Malik asked. "No," she said quietly. "I sacrificed myself too. The board has been slowly pushing me out. I just haven't told anyone." She lifted her sleeves slightly, revealing bruises. "Stress," she said before he could ask. "I've been fighting alone for too long." For the first time, Malik didn't see a ruthless CEO, he saw a human being drowning under pressure. Just then, the door creaked open. Liam stood there rubbing his eyes, clutching his dinosaur toy. When he spotted the woman in his dad's shirt, he gasped dramatically. "Daddy, did you get a new wife?" Malik choked. Evelyn's jaw dropped. And for the first time, she laughed, a genuine, soft laugh that filled the room like sunlight. "No, sweetheart," she said gently. "I'm a friend." Liam marched closer and squinted at her seriously. "You look sad," he said. "Do you want pancakes?" "Pancakes fix sad." Evelyn blinked hard. Malik could see she was fighting tears. "That would be wonderful," she whispered. As Malik cooked, Evelyn sat at the table watching Liam chatter about dinosaurs, superheroes, and how he wanted to grow up to be a strong man like Daddy. Evelyn looked at Malik with a softness he'd never seen. "You're doing an incredible job with him," she said. He shrugged. "I'm trying." "You're not just trying," she said. "You're succeeding." The sincerity in her voice made Malik pause. Why did she care so much? After breakfast, Evelyn finally stood to leave. Malik handed her coat back and walked her to the door. She hesitated, then turned to him. "Malik, would you come work for me again?" He raised an eyebrow. "Doing what? Getting fired twice?" "No," she said firmly. "I want you as my operations advisor. Full benefits. Flexible hours for Liam. Triple your old salary." Malik stared, stunned. "Why me?" She held his gaze. "Because you're honest, responsible, and you saved me even when you had every reason to walk away." She took a breath. "And because I don't want last night to be the last time I see you." The words hit him like lightning. Before Malik could respond, Evelyn's voice broke. "I woke up in your home and saw something I've never had: peace. Safety. A family. And I realized how empty my life is despite everything I own." She looked down, tears slipping silently. "Malik, you're the first person in years who looked at me like I'm human." Malik's chest tightened. He didn't know what this was. Guilt? Gratitude? A woman seeking comfort? Or something deeper? But he knew one thing: she was telling the truth. Malik stepped closer. "I'll take the job," he said. "But the rest, we move slowly." She looked up, hopeful but understanding. "Slow is good," she whispered. "And Evelyn?" Malik added. "Yes? You don't need my forgiveness. You just needed to tell me the truth." Her eyes glistened. "Thank you, Malik." As she walked to her car, Liam slipped his hand into Malik's. "Daddy," he whispered, "is she coming back?" Malik smiled softly. "Yeah, buddy," he said. "I think she will." And as the morning sun rose, warming their small yard, Malik felt something he hadn't felt in years. Hope. A new beginning. A second chance. Not just for him. Not just for Evelyn. But for all three of them. A future none of them expected. Born from a storm, a rescue, and one morning that changed everything.